All right, let's move on. Let's power through this. So we did this once before, and we're going to do it once again because it seemed like a good idea and it was kind of fun. And this way, Don can also, there's a lot of exciting things have happened recently. Rush has got nominated to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is very exciting for everybody involved. Don likes things that are Canadian, like Broomball. He likes Rush, and you are going to see Rush today, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the train into scenic Newark, New Jersey to go see them at the Rock.
That's awesome. And speaking of Rush, that brings us to the second edition of Is It Metal?
No.
Now.
Okay, Ben.
Rush.
No.
Is it metal?
No.
Don Becker.
No.
Is
Rush is
metal?
not metal.
Rush is not metal. Gus, is Rush metal?
If it's 1977, that's arguable. But in today, no, it's not metal.
Ken, is Rush metal?
No.
Stu, is Rush metal?
I'm already on the record.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Chuck, is Rush metal?
I would say that Rush is not metal, but a back patch, like worthy band.
Yeah, I guess. No, not really.
Dude,
you know what's interesting?
12 is cool looking.
Do you remember?
What? Anti-Rush?
I'm not anti.
I hate Rush.
Yeah, this is.
You know, it stems from back when I was in sixth grade. We had an AM metal station called
1480 Z-Rock,
yeah. And they played an ungodly amount of Rush and Queensryche when I would much rather have played.
Okay, well, this brings up the second thing, literally, that I was going to say is Queensryche metal. Don, is Queensryche metal?
I would say so.
Gus?
They're not very good metal anymore, but
no, they're not.
I would definitely say they were metal.
Yeah, they're metal.
They're metal, right? Yeah. Ken, metal?
I would say they're hard rock.
Oh.
I don't like them, so I don't care.
All right. Stu, Queensryche?
We have to be certain. Which Queensryche do you mean? Because now there are two.
There's two?
Yeah, there was a whole thing where they fired their lead singer, but the lead singer still somehow holds some measure of rights to the name. So there's the Queensryche with Jeff Tate and a bunch of other people, and then there's the Queensryche with everybody else, but not Jeff Tate.
Well, the Queensryche that everybody knows is Operation Mindcrime.
Exactly.
So Operation Mindcrime.
Empire, Operation Mindcrime.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Empire,
about.
I would argue that Empire is when they started to suck, and Silent Lucidity is definitely not metal.
Silent Lucidity is anti-metal.
But Operation Mindcrime is a real deal metal album. And there's stuff before that, like Rage for Order and like that weird Roads to Madness album. Like that stuff's not bad.
Like
either,
Jet
right?
City, but I mean, at points like they almost sound like the Cult. You know what I mean? Like Jet City, whoa. You know, like all right, now stop.
That's Rage for Order, right?
That's
from Empire.
Yeah.
Jet City Woman is from Empire.
Yeah, Jet City Woman's from Empire.
That song's so good though.
It's a good song, but like that's when they started being more hair rock instead of metal.
Yeah, Silent Lucidity is totally not.
I would honestly say that the album after Empire, Promised Land, was their last good album.
I saw them open up for Iron Maiden, and they had like a really.
That's really funny.
They had like a weird cardboard like cutout of their logo, and it like was kind of hanging funny. And I was like, "This looks sad," you know. And like it was like chubby girls like Empire, and I'm like, "All right, no."
But they were always sort of the band that you listened to when you wanted more Iron Maiden but couldn't find it.
Yeah,
like, you know.
I think you know what? I'm with Ken. They're hard rock.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, because to me, if you're going to be metal, you're going to define it across a number of albums and not one.
Yeah, it's hard rock.
I think that for their first 4 albums, I think they're a metal band because they have 3 metal albums before Mindcrime.
Then do you consider Poison metal?
No.
All right, Stone. Nobody's allowed to ask questions like that. Okay, you're really all right. I'm in driving. Okay, so Queensryche, Most of us think it's metal. Some of us think it's hard rock. The Melvins. Gus. Are the Melvins
they're metal.
They're metal?
They're Doom. Yeah. They
metal?
invented Doom. How could they not be metal?
Okay. Ken, the Melvins, metal?
I would totally say they're metal.
Stu, Melvins,
Yep.
metal? Don, Melvins, metal?
It's tough because I don't know, if they would end up, if they're really Doom or if they're more stoner rock, but they're on the borderline. You could definitely make a good argument for it.
All right.
Melvins. They're playing Maryland Death Fest. That's all you need to know.
Metal. They're metal. There you go. Vixen, which is a metal band from the 90s. That was an all-girl kind of band, sort of like Poison, but like a little bit like this part of that like hair metal thing. Is Vixen metal? Don, is Vixen metal?
Is there anything more metal than the female Bon Jovi? Yes.
Vixen metal, yes. Ken, is Vixen metal?
No. See, I was saying that there's plenty that's more metal than that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
Vixen,
like,
no.
yes. I was
Vixen,
like,
no.
I thought that was
I'm sorry,
your
I
agreement.
confused you.
Like, yes.
I would agree with Don. I do not believe they're metal.
Do not believe that they are metal. Stu, metal?
Nah, not really.
Gus,
I'm gonna let them have it.
you're gonna let them have it.
Yeah.
All right, I like that because I feel like they deserve it. They had that, and you're also more in tune with that sort of thing. I remember when we were out there, you were like, "Hey, it's like you guys have Bon Jovi at your go-go bars, and we get Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue. I think we won." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did. You fucking did. That's fine." So
I'm just gonna say this about Vixen: their biggest hit single was written by Richard Marx.
wow,
I'll give you a chance to change your answer.
There you
That
go.
was Edge of a Broken Heart. No, I'm still gonna give it to
All right. Vixen is metal. Are the Plasmatics metal? Don.
No, they're more punk.
All right, Don. Stu.
Yeah, I'm with Don. Punk.
Ken.
That's kind of a hard one because they do have a very metal sound, but Wendy O is punk rock.
Gus.
Yeah, I gotta go with punk as well.
Wow, I am going to disagree with you all and say that they are heavy metal because, like, to me, they're closer to like a Motorhead thing. And would you call Motorhead metal?
Well, yeah, because
Yes.
they're Motorhead.
Right. And I would put the Plasmatics close. Like, if it was like the Plasmatics and say like Discharge or something, and Discharge is certainly metallic sounding, but I would definitely say that they are more punk rock. I would say that the Plasmatics were more metal than something that could be contribute. So I'm saying metal. Fuck it. I'm saying metal.
It's cool. You're wrong, but it's cool.
All right. All right. We got a couple more. Infectious Grooves. That band that sort of side project of Suicidal Tendencies. Ken Lucas, are they metal?
I'm going to say no.
But they were like a big WSOU band.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, they were like a lighter version of Suicidal. It seemed more hip hop. To me, that's like alternative rock at that time.
All right. Stu Horvath.
I'm with Ken.
All right. Don Becker.
Yeah, it was more Suicidal trying to be a funk band, so I wouldn't say metal.
Gus.
I'm gonna say they're metal. I mean, like that whole period of metal funk and funk metal and all that stuff. Like, it has to go somewhere, and I think it still belongs under metal as like it was under the Bad Idea part of metal, but it still is in there.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree just because it does get that like WSOU, like it was played on that station a lot, and like I would say, like the next question is like, is Faith No More, is it metal? And like that's like a silly question, but like that was played a lot on, but I would say that was more an alternative rock band.
Faith No More?
Yeah, I wouldn't call
That first album is kind of a metal record.
it is. It's certainly kind of a metal record, but
You could even
the
say
second
going up to
one-
Angel Dust.
Yeah, Angel Dust, like the
Angel
guitar.
Dust is a metal record.
Angel Dust is a metal record, but
Are you
there's
saying the first album with Mike Patton or the first album with the other
The
singer?
Mike Patton record, yeah. The Mike Patton record, like
The real
I
thing.
think they made it because it's got Surprise You're Dead is a metal song. It's got fucking War Pigs on it. Like there's a lot of riffs going on that record.
yeah. So if you're going to say that that's a metal record, I think you have to kind of say that Infectious Grooves is a metal record almost.
But they sound like, I don't know. Even the
The same
name,
time
Infectious Grooves, it's like
It's corny, but it was a
it's
time
like
period.
fish.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
you
It's
listen to
more
that first album.
crossover, like hip hop metal than it is metal.
Yeah, you
And
listen
you'll
to that
remember
first
back
album, there's a
then-
lot more funk there.
Back
than-
then, there was a lot of arguing over whether Suicidal was a metal band. You know what I mean? Because they did that crossover thing where they basically became a thrash band.
Yeah, this is true. A lot
is
of that
true.
is very true. Okay, just a few more. Slipknot. I know this is corny, but like I'm just always curious. Don, is Slipknot a metal band?
I'd say they're metal.
Stu?
Yeah.
Ken?
Yeah.
Gus?
Oh yeah, they're metal.
They are metal. Like you kind of have to. You got to put that in your mouth. All right. Flower Traveling Band, a weird Japanese kind of band that a few people of us might know. Don Becker, what would you call Flower Traveling Band?
I'd say they're more like prototypical stoner rock. I wouldn't necessarily call them metal.
Like what for those that might be unfamiliar, they're a Japanese band, right?
Yeah, the Japanese band fronted by the late Joe Yamanaka, who actually sang with the Wailers, as in Bob Marley and the.
Wow, that's weird. But they do like Sabbath songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, their first album has like a Sabbath cover. It has a King Crimson cover.
Right on.
A House of the Rising Sun.
That's awesome, that cover.
Yeah, it's a fun record. Gus, would you consider them metal?
Psych. That's like that's where I put them.
Psych.
Yeah, I mean, if they're metal in the Deep Purple sense,
Right, I hear you totally.
but organizationally, like that Psych thing just fits it so much better.
The what do we got here?
You gonna ask the rest of us?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I
My
didn't.
bad.
I didn't mean for that. I apologize. Ken?
I'm sorry. I would say they're psych too, but I want to combat Don for a second and like, being a huge kind of stoner rock fan, I would not say stoner rock is not metal, because a lot of those bands have some really, really heavy riffs,
Yeah.
especially Caius. So it's like some of
Just
them.
because you have heavy riffs doesn't make you metal.
I don't know. I have a hard time telling, stoner from doom, from sludge. Like
they
it's all the,
intermix.
No, like not at all. Like I mean, there's you look at like get Queens of the Stone Age. They're not metal. They're not metal. That's
They're-
not metal.
there's not that much separating a Queens of the Stone Age album from a Baroness album.
That's right, because Baroness isn't metal. Wham!
Oh, true.
But
Baroness
Caius is
not
definitely metal.
Caius is fucking borderline. It's heavy as shit, but
It's
I don't
very
think
sonic.
I don't. It's sonic. They call it sonic metal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I kind of agree with that point. That would you say that a band like Sun-O is metal?
For sure.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, they're fucking heavy as fuck. They're so heavy that you can't even recognize the riffs. like that's how far they've gone. They could not be anything but metal. I don't
Are they?
think.
What? I'm unfamiliar with them. Who is they?
So they're the one that's like Sun with the O and the circles. They're like
Okay.
Brian O'Malley and those dudes. They play these riffs that are like super deep, super heavy, and super loud. Like the one chord goes on for like 3 minutes.
Like Droney.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like where else? Yeah, where else would you put Sun-O?
I kind of lump them in honestly with ambient stuff.
Like noise and stuff
Heavy
like that.
ambient, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like that's
like noise or avant-garde.
like I wouldn't call Meetzer metal. I would call it horrible.
That's no horrible. That is horrible.
I
that
am
comment.
sorry, Ken. Just wanted to just put that out there. All right, well that was fun. I like that. Thank you for playing this round of Is It Metal?
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. All right, let's wrap this up.